What is up, guys? Welcome back to another episode of Tutorial Tuesdays, and today I'm going to be showing you how to spin a plate on a stick, and when you're done it'll look a little something like this. Now to start off, you're going to need a plate and a stick. Now this plate is a special spinning plate from Higgins Brothers. You're probably going to need a plate that does have this little point on it. As you can see, it raises up a little bit. These are special spinning plates. This is what you're going to want to use when you're first learning. Now, when you have a little bit more skill, you can actually use a little bit smaller of a dip for plates, and then they end up looking kind of like real plates do. You can also move on from the plastic plates to the metal plates, better yet, because they'll spin a lot longer. You're also going to need a stick. Now, the longer the stick, generally the better. I use this kind of 2-foot long wooden stick. Now, what I do is actually sharpen it with a pencil sharpener, and it kind of gives it that nice point. And if I ever need to kind of resharpen it, I can just resharpen it pretty easily. So now for the grip, you're actually going to want to hold it right at the bottom. You're not going to want to hold it here at all, really as low as you can holding it. And you can also put your pointer finger up a little bit like this. I kind of use it right around here because I feel like I have the most control over it. But you're definitely not going to be wanting to make a fist like this. You're going to have the pointer finger up a little bit higher. To start off, you're going to put the plate on the stick just like this. Now, some plates don't have a big enough lip to be able to do that. So if you do have a plate that can't stay like this, instead of starting off like this, you're going to give it a little bit of a spin. So I spin the stick in a counterclockwise circle. I don't think it actually really matters, so just do whatever feels more comfortable for you. So once you have the plate on top of the stick like this, you're going to start making the circles. Now, when you make the circles, you're not going to be moving your arm around at all or your hand. Actually, it's all kind of staying still, more wrist movements, making circles. So tiny circles at the bottom, which will translate to larger circles at the top. So if you're holding it up here, you're not going to be making that big of circles, which is why you're going to want to hold it as low as you can. Generally, the longer the stick, the easier it is because the little motions will translate to bigger circles, but it is still possible to learn on a stick that's about 1 foot long or so. Now, when you start off, make sure that the plate is not like spinning around the stick like this, because if you're having this problem, that means 1, your circles are probably too small, and 2, you're probably moving your arm around a little too much. If you're doing this, really make sure that it's spinning around. Once you start spinning the plate, just like so, you'll notice that the plate will actually start to flatten out a little bit. And once it starts flattening out, that is what you want to see. Then you can make the circles even bigger, you can start spinning even faster, and then once you're doing that, all you need to do is stop at one point right when it's raised, like very suddenly stop, and the plate will actually just go right to the center and it will start spinning. Now from there you can hold it nice and still and kind of show it off. So one more time, put the plate on the stick, start spinning it with kind of small circles, make the circles bigger, faster, and then eventually you're going to want to stop. Just like that, and it should be spinning right on the plate. That's how you spin the plate. Now this takes a little bit of technique. Now it's pretty easy to learn overall. It may take some people just a few minutes to get it, not even that. I've seen people get it on their first try after I explain it to them. So this is not something that is too difficult, but really just kind of needs the right technique to do. It's sort of just a light bulb moment that you may have, and it's like, oh, that's how you spin it. You were spinning it the wrong way before. So if you're having trouble, make sure to follow the technique perfectly, and you should have no problem. Now once it's spinning, there's a couple cool tricks you can do. So I'm going to be showing you a couple tricks that aren't too hard to do. So once it's spinning, what you can do is kind of go more towards the center, and then you can actually flip it to the other side and back. Another thing that you can do is once it's spinning, you can actually transfer it to your fingernail, just like that, and it'll spin right on there. And if you can spin a basketball, at least know how it works. What you can do is actually give it that same type of spin, the plate. So if you're holding onto the bottom like this, try and have as many fingers on as you can, and just give it a spin, and then catch it on the plate, like that. So that's about it for this video. If you have any questions, please let me know in the comments. I'd love to hear from you and help you out if you have any problems with this. If you also have any more ideas for any future Tutorial Tuesdays, I'd love to hear them. I'm always looking for new ideas. If you like this video, please leave a like on the video and subscribe to my channel. I put out 2 new videos a week. Tuesdays are Tutorial Tuesdays where I teach something. So thank you again for watching this entire video. I really appreciate it. It helps me out a ton. That's about it. Thank you again for watching. Peace.